to sleep.
She likes to be on my shoulder.
Look at it. Look at this fucking thing. Oh my god. Look at this little puppy dog we got here in the studio. If that isn't the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life.
It's my baby.
I don't know what is. I mean, come on. What's her name?
Zola. Her name's Zola.
Zola.
Yeah.
And she's a very sleepy little chihuahua.
Yes. She's a little baby. She's 9 weeks.
And you carry her around in this purse.
Yeah.
All the
everywhere. With her little blankie.
This is quite incredible.
She just fits right in.
Oop. And then she goes to sleep.
She's probably gonna go to sleep right now, actually.
Yeah. So she's very much the epitome of like a what's the expression, like a purse dog. Is that the expression? Handbag dog.
A handbag dog,
yeah.
Yes. I literally think about that. I'm like, whenever I walk around with her, I'm like, I bet people be seeing me like that's like the dog that everyone wants like to walk around in their purse.
This one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Do you think girls get jealous of you?
I don't know. I mean, I hope not.
You don't want to get too much hate though.
No, I mean, I got my puppy because like I got my puppy because I wanted my puppy.
Exactly.
I didn't expect her to be this small, actually. But
really?
Yeah.
Aww.
But I love her no matter what.
Look, she's passing out already. Look at that.
Yeah,
Straight to sleep.
Hold on, let me see if I can show everyone.
Let's lift her up a little bit.
Oh,
oh my god. This is incredible.
Oh, she's gonna wake up in a little bit.
Yeah, she'll be fine now. She'll be fine. You can put her on the ground if you want to just rest on the ground.
No, it's bad luck.
It's bad luck.
Purse. The purse. You can't put a purse on the floor.
Is that bad luck?
Yeah.
I've never had a purse, so I don't know this.
Well, I do know.
Why is it bad luck?
Because like I guess you don't get money in, like you're putting your purse on the floor. I don't know. It's I just always think about it like that.
I think you're making this up.
No, I'm not. And who someone let me know, like who knows that putting your purse on the floor is bad luck.
Yeah, someone tell us. I haven't even introduced you yet. This is the lovely Kylie Rocket.
Yes. Cry.
Kylie has been you've been in the industry for almost a year.
Almost a year. It's gonna be like a year in like 2 or 3 weeks.
You're having a birthday. Are you gonna celebrate?
I probably should.
Yeah. How would you celebrate your porn birthday?
By doing like a really like cool like video.
Cool scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For my cool scene would be cool too. Like a scene wanted to do like I definitely want to do a teacher scene, so that would be like a cool 1 year thing.
But you haven't been like a student teacher yet?
No.
That surprises me because you fit like the stereotype for like a schoolgirl perfectly. I mean, look,
Thanks.
you're wearing a turtleneck. Like,
yeah.
Fit it.
A turtleneck is power.
Who the hell told you that? You're coming out with all these made up.
His name is Tan, and he's from Queer Eye.
Okay, right. Now this is making sense. Right. Look, Queer Eye from the Straight Guy is not where I go to get my philosophical advice from.
They could actually help.
I prefer Socrates. Plato, some of the.
I don't know who those people are.
You don't know? You've never heard of Socrates?
No.
Bullshit. You've never heard the word Oh my god! All right.
No,
ancient Greek philosopher. Greek, Roman? I'm pretty sure it's Greek. Ancient Greek philosopher. Is basically Socrates. The Socratic method. God damn it!
No.
How old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
This is what it's like talking to a 19-year-old girl. Everybody, all right. Never heard of Plato. Never heard of Socrates. Aristotle. Heard of Aristotle?
Mm-mm.
See, but she has. But she knows that if you put your purse on the ground, it's bad luck.
Yes, it is. It is bad luck.
See, Anna is a regular in my chat. She's a lady. Never heard of a purse on the floor being bad luck. But maybe that's what she's doing wrong. Okay, fine, Anna.
That's what I heard.
Right. John, my good friend John from Modern Life Dating, thinks you are awkwardly attractive.
Oh, thank you. Why is it awkward though?
I don't think you're awkward. I think you're just charming.
Thank
Because
you.
we've done a couple of scenes together now.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of them. Just 2, right? Yeah. But we've been on set. Yeah, we've been on set a few times. Because we were on set together for you.
Oh yeah.
We
for
were on set when it was
James.
we were on set for Erotica X.
Erotica X.
And it was we were supposed to all wake up to, it was you, me, Casey Warner, and Quentin James.
Mhm.
And we all woke up. It was a polyamory movie.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to have had a gangbang or something.
Yeah.
And we all wake up in this bed together, a pile of bodies.
Like, that's like the beginning. Like we
Exactly.
all wake up together.
And then we split off into 2 pairs and fucked.
Yeah. But we never actually fucked all together.
Which made no sense.
Yeah,
at all.
I know. I was like, what the fuck?
What's going on here?
Yeah.
It's a very misleading
we had
polyamory
so much.
movie.
Let me tell you, we had so much fun in that intro.
Oh, it was great. And we
It
had,
was the best intro.
and me and Quentin James were doing puppetry of the penis for you guys, showing off our dick tricks.
You guys were.
Showed
And
the old-
knot,
the old-
watch.
The old wristwatch. If you ever want to, lads, if you ever want to impress a girl, show her the wristwatch. That's all you got to do. Just ask her, hey, do you have the time? My watch is broken, and then turn around with the old wristwatch over the.
That'd be so funny. I'd literally be like, what the fuck? I've never even heard of that either.
No, that's no one in America's really heard of that. Puppetry of the penis, for those of you who don't have a clue what I'm talking about, puppetry of the penis is basically stupid things you can do with your dick and balls to make it look like other objects and shapes. And it was a craft, a talent
Mhm.
invented in World War I in the trenches by Australian soldiers to entertain the other troops.
Oh
And then they brought it back to Australia, and like the great grandfather passed it down to his kids and his
That's so
sons,
funny.
and those dudes turned it into like a stage show, and now they travel around the world doing it.
That's so funny.
You can look it up. I think you can actually see the whole thing for free on YouTube. I think.
Really?
I found it for free somewhere once. Yeah,
I have to
but
like.
you
search
got
it up.
you got a free show from me and Quentin.
Yeah, I did. That was probably one of the best. Like, I don't think anyone can beat that.
No, you can't really beat that. So I mean, but okay. So you one year deep in the industry.
Mhm. Deep.
What? How you finding it so far?
I like it a lot. I like, working on my own time. I work a lot, but then again, like I don't.
How many days a month do you think you would work at the moment?
Like at least 15. Like,
Okay, so like half the month you're shooting.
yeah, but it's like
is this on
3/4 of the month.
3/4?
3/4.
Look, I'm not trying to
It's
embarrass
okay.
you. I'm not trying to embarrass you, Kylie.
It's okay.
Okay, so 3/4 of the month you're probably
Yeah.
working. Has that sort of gone up, or was it busier when you first started? Do you think you were shooting at the beginning? Did you have like 30-day months? Like,
No, when I first started, it was like, when I first started, it was in Miami.
That's
like,
right.
I'm gonna go from the beginning.
beginning.
So when I first started, it was like once or twice a week. So it wasn't that much.
Yep.
But then I started to get more shoots. And then like whenever I first started, I didn't have the endurance that I have now. Like I was getting sore and like
Your vagina just needed to be stripped.
I was just going through some things. So I was getting like, I had to cancel some shoots. And then like one time I got canceled on set, like we took pictures and everything. And then like whenever I went to go like do the scene, they're like, oh no. We have to.
Why?
Yeah. Because I had like pimples.
Oh.
So
Damn, girl.
I know. I was like, this is when I first started in Miami. And then like I wasn't working as much. And then I got like 1 or 2 scenes like before quarantine happened. And then quarantine happened.
Yep.
I was staying with Peter Green.
Oh, out in Miami.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And then like because during quarantine, like they came out with like this loophole saying like if you live together, you can work.
That's right. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So me and him, like we lived together.
There you go.
So we got a few scenes in that, and during quarantine, we like did our OnlyFans like a lot. So that was very helpful.
That blew up.
Yeah. And then once the everything like opened up back again, I came here to LA because like I wanted to do my LA run. I was supposed to come in March, but then quarantine.
Obviously.
Yeah. So then I came here and I was only supposed to stay for a month.
And you're still here.
And I'm still here. It went so well. Like I was getting so many shoots like back to back. Like at first I was scared because like I didn't know if I was gonna get this much shoots. So then I only got a one-way trip here too, because I didn't know when I was gonna go back either. But I was planning on going back. Like my plan was always to go back. But it was going so well. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna stay here. I shipped my car, found me an apartment. And
now you're here.
Now I'm here.
Got yourself a dog.
Yes, that was the last thing I was waiting for. Because like whenever I got my apartment, I bought my furniture, but it took a while. Like it took a month and a half for them to like ship everything to my apartment. So I was like literally sleeping in an air mattress for like a month and a half.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was that. And then I had to wait for my coffee table and my rug. And then I was gonna wait for was waiting for my dog. So I got everything now. I'm settled.
Yeah.
I have my dog.
And you're not in a model house anymore, are you? No, you're not in the model house.
No.
Which has quite interesting rules, which when we were having when we were at the hookah lounge the other night.
Yeah.
I discovered that it is some of them. I'm not gonna name names, and I'm not gonna like shit talk anyone. Mm-hmm. So don't worry, because you had a panicked look on your face there for a second. But there's some model houses in LA for the girls who live outside of LA. Mm-hmm. They stay at the model house with other girls, and the agent or whatever who runs the show. Typically, it's run by someone in the industry. Yeah. Typically, like a performer or an agent or some kind of middleman.
Whoever owns the agency.
Yeah, it tends to run the model house for his girls. But they can be kind of strict.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand though, because there could be like some like crazy.
Yeah, if a fan found out where a model house is, you're fucked. Yeah. So there's like then they're not allowed to tell anyone where the address is. Yeah. No boys are allowed. No one from outside the house actually. Yeah. Right? Something like that. Well,
yeah, and like that's like even when I don't know how to explain this. Hold on, I'm so sorry. Like those rules, like they make sense.
Oh, they make sense, yeah. But
there's just also some of them that are just like
hearing them for the first time. I was like, what? This is like intense. Yeah. Like curfews and these sort of things.
Curfew's 12.
Yeah, like no eating in your room.
There was this one time where I just got my car shipped, and I was just still staying at the house, and I was out driving around. Like I just wanted to see all of LA with my car, and like I wanted to drive because like Uber and Rami is just very expensive. And I was like, yeah, I got my car. And I was just driving. Went to Beverly Hills, went to Santa Monica, went everywhere. And then got to the house exactly at 12.
And you got locked out?
No, I didn't get locked out. Okay. Yeah, no. But I was like having I had like such a blast that day.
Ta-da. Well, good. I'm glad to hear it. Well, welcome to welcome to LA where dreams come to die. Welcome.
Yeah. Well, so far as my dreams have been coming true. So
well, you're doing all right. Yeah, you're doing fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I said, you're enjoying it so far. You're doing quite well. Yeah. You're definitely like a rising star. Thanks. Out here. That's absolutely for sure.
Yeah, I do want to win an AVN award.
Everyone wants to win an AVN award. Trust me. You got to suck the right dick, my man.
I know. Yeah, you do.
That's why I ain't got one yet. I ain't sucked the right dick.
That's good though.
Yeah, that's why I keep getting work. I was gonna say, is there? I just got distracted for a minute. I forgot what I was going to ask. Because you haven't done this. There's still a lot of stuff. That's what I was going to ask you. You do your own like video editing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Which actually took me by surprise when you told me that a minute ago. Because like, not many 19-year-old girls in this industry know how to do video editing.
Yeah, I actually like it.
You have a laptop.
Yeah, I have a MacBook Pro.
This might sound weird to everybody listening to this, but you'd be stunned at how many girls in this industry don't even fucking own a laptop, They do everything on this.
I can't.
Everything.
I can't. There was when I first moved into the model
Oh
house.
God, I don't know how.
I didn't have my laptop because like when I first moved into the model house, I didn't have shit. I was in debt. I was like, oh. So then I like when I came here, I was like blank zero.
Yeah, nothing.
So for it to be like where I'm at right now, like it was awesome. I can't do anything in my phone though. Like it's too small for me. I like to.
Well,
see
and you've got these giant
out.
nails. I don't know how you girls do anything with these fucking
These
nails.
are actually really long. I had to go cut them and get them done.
Like, but you sit there and they do like photo editing and video editing on their phones. With
Yeah,
these giant
I can't.
2-inch nails. I'm like, how the hell? Drives me insane. Like, just buy a laptop and fucking. iMovie is free. Just
yes,
simple,
I use
simple.
iMovie. I used to use Splice, and then I used iMovie, and I was like, why haven't I used iMovie?
It's so easy.
Yeah,
like, you can pick it up in a heartbeat. So that's, and I say this on this show if you repeatedly, but there's different kinds of girls in this industry, and because I've worked with you a couple of times, and now I know you edit your own shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you're one of the girls who is a lot more and you rocked up early to this, which is like a huge sign of professionalism.
Yeah.
In this industry, it's like, okay, I can tell, like, if you just pace your career right, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
You know, because some girls will just jump into everything straight away. Like they'll do fucking DPs within their first like month.
Oh yeah, no.
And it's not the way to kind of pace the career.
Yeah, like if you think about it, like I'm doing so well right now. We're just doing boy girl, like regulars, boy girl, girl, boy girl, girls, like just the regular shit.
Yeah.
You know, like
you haven't done any like gangbangs,
blow
bangs.
The first time was that.
Four-way. That's not really a gangbang.
Yeah, it was like a weird one too. It was very weird. I can't really count that one.
Dude,
either.
That day threw me off. It was a weird day. It was a weird day. Like
it was.
I'm so used to like just
like real. I don't know what that was.
It was like
live.
Yeah, but it's not like a cam show either.
Yeah,
because the cam shows are different. But anyway,
I don't know. But
I digress.
What was I talking about?
We're talking about pacing your career and how you don't do certain stuff.
Yeah.
You get distracted easily, Kylie. You're adorable.
I do, but what was I saying?
Well, we said you don't. You were saying you're doing so well now, just doing boy girl. And,
yeah. So like,
I said, have you done? You haven't done orgies yet.
If I'm doing like so much of that right now, why would I like double myself?
Exactly.
Double work like double.
Yeah.
You know, because like whenever this starts to slow down, then I can start DP. Then I can start anal.
Yeah, then you probably want to start anal before you do DP.
Yeah, I should probably start anal.
Do it the other way around.
I'm very scared though.
Of butt stuff. Have you done it in your personal life?
I've done it once.
Just the once.
Yeah.
You're young. You'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll stretch it out.
But I'm still good. I have time. When I first started the industry, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it after a year, and it's a year, and I'm like, I'm not even ready.
You can pace it longer.
Yeah, I'm not even ready.
You don't have to just jump into it. Some girls don't even do it at all. Like I was telling my friend Sarah J, 20-something years in the industry, never done butt stuff.
Really?
Never done it.
Nice.
She keeps dangling that carrot.
Yeah.
To her fans. That's why she's still popular.
Nice.
There's a lesson in that.
I just have to do that.
Yeah, right. You we were talking before we went live. You've got Invisalign in right now, and you were saying it because it's these plastic kind of sheets over your teeth. It does. It actually helps with
feels smooth
giving BJs because it like you don't. Dudes' dicks don't scrape in your teeth at all.
Yeah.
Instead, they get this soft gliding feeling.
And whenever it's wet, like whenever it's like a sloppy BJ, it's like a slip and slide.
Invisalign is good for giving blowjobs. Everyone. Yeah. So there you go. You're welcome for the plug, Invisalign. You can send your check in the mail. It'll be fine.
I love my Invisalign though. I can't wait for my teeth to be like real straight.
Perfect. Yeah.
Because like, whenever I look up in my videos, you can see like
the teeth. You can see the teeth.
It looks, like it looks like this, and I don't really like that. So whenever when
it's perfect, then you'll be able to look up with admiration.
Yeah, I'd be like, ah.
Jesus Christ. What made you want to get into porn in the first place?
I think I always had like a curiosity. I really don't know. I was just watching porn one day. And then I searched on Google porn jobs.
Really?
Yeah. Then I found my agent that I first started off with, which does not exist anymore.
Okay.
And I got my first shoot with Bang Bros.
In Miami.
In Miami. Yeah. Actually, no, it was Backroom Casting Couch.
Which is why we didn't put the
Yeah.
casting couch up here.
Yeah, it was the Backroom Casting Couch.
They tend to get a few people first.
Yeah, no,
Pop a few cherries.
they're only first.
Yeah, they pop cherries. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And not necessarily in a great way. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Hence that's why we're on the moon. And it's not just because her name is Kylie Rocket either.
Yeah.
And we have our little down here we have our little spaceman recording us.
Yeah.
Faking our moon landing.
And then back here we have baby Zola,
who is
I want
out
to carry
cold.
her.
She is out cold. I don't wake her up. She's all like, oh. She was perfectly.
I want to
happy.
show everyone her face.
Her you just woke me up face.
My baby. Oh my gosh, she smells like vanilla.
She smells like a handbag. Oh, cutie.
All right.
Danny asked an interesting question. What is your background? Are you
my background? I am Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican
and white.
Puerto Rican and white. I like how us Caucasians just get lumped into a big fat category of white. Like when I say where I'm from, I say I'm Irish German. I don't just say, I'm white. There's lots of shades of white, Kylie.
Is that American then?
Oh, so the other half is just American.
Mm-hmm.
But do you know their background?
From Ohio?
Okay. So you're part Puerto Rican, part potato.
Yeah, yes.
Simple.
My mom is from Puerto Rico and my dad is from Ohio.
I'm assuming is Ohio that has potatoes? Am I getting my American?
I don't know what
stuff?
Ohio has.
Maybe it's corn. Maybe you're part corn.
I know it has snow.
Yeah, it's got snow on. It's got snow. Okay,
Does it snow here or no?
In LA? On the way out,
really?
if you head towards Yosemite, there's like a big hill you drive up on your way out of LA. That gets snow in the wintertime.
Where's the place where like you can snowboard and surf?
I think that's south of here.
But it's still here in Cali.
Yeah, there is places in Cali where you can do that. Absolutely, 100%. Such an adorable fucking dog.
Literally, I carry her like my baby.
You gotta be careful not to drop that thing. Like I'd be worried about stepping on her because she's so fucking small.
Yeah, I worry about that too. But I just went on Google.
So you went on Google, you found an agent, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna give this a try.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. There wasn't really much more thought than that. Were you working a job before that?
Yeah. So whenever I first did my video, I first did my video, and it was like I was gonna get like, I think it was like $4,000
for your first one.
Yeah, because I got a 3-scene deal.
Okay.
So I did 2. But then I had to fly back because I was working my job and I didn't have time to do the third one. So I was going to go back to do the third one.
Right.
But whenever I went back, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like I got the money. I'm not going to pay. Like I'm not going to go back. Like I'm going to have a good Christmas because it was like almost Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
And I went back. My video came out and when my video came out, that's when I was like, I'm not going to do it again.
You're not going to do your day job again.
Yeah. And then I was just getting too like overwhelmed in my day job. I was the manager
at a
fast food restaurant.
Fast food restaurant, yeah.
At Chick-fil-A.
Okay, you're at Chick-fil-A. Great. Chick-fil-A is going to sue my ass. Thanks, Kylie. You know.
I used to be the manager, and
at 18 you were a Chick-fil-A manager.
I was at 17.
At 17 you were managing a Chick-fil-A.
I used to be closing manager whenever my senior year, because I started at 16 and I just love working. Like I love being hands-on.
I can tell.
And like I just did such a good job. I like managing the money. Like I used to count the registers, and I do it very, very fast. So it's like I was a key employee. And then
talk yourself up some more. Go on.
No, I was eventually so good. All the other managers, they eventually left. I was the last manager that was there that knew. So the new managers I had to train, but like they I don't know. They
didn't have your pizzazz.
Yeah, they didn't have my pizzazz, but they just didn't get it. Like they just didn't get common sense. And like I was fighting for my pay to get a little bit higher. And like there was always something like he was always telling me the negatives and not my positives, and he was like, you should be happy that like I'm not telling you anything because that's a good thing, you know, and I only tell you the negatives. And I'm like, still, like I want to hear the praises, but whatever, I want to get a raise. And he just wouldn't. And then he was like being sneaky, and I realized that like he was paying the other managers like double what I was getting, and they nearly did half. Like I was doing way more stuff that they were. I was doing truck order. I was coming in on my days off that I didn't need to. I was like painting walls. Like I was the shit, and they did that to me. And then like I was like, dude, I saw that, and I was like, I'm gonna quit. But this is how I did it. I worked my shift on Saturday. And so Sundays were closed, and then we get our schedules every Sunday for that week. So on Saturday, I didn't know. On Saturday, I left. That my bosses weren't there, but the other managers were there. So I finished my shift in the morning because they had the night shift. I went home, washed all my clothes, put them in the bag, wrote a note, and then I turned everything in.
Yeah.
But I was too scared
to actually tell someone face to face.
Yeah. So I told my sister. I have a twin sister, so I told her to give the bags like to the manager. But my roommate, she also used to work there, but she didn't work there anymore, so I had to turn in her uniform, but I never did it. So we did it all at the same time. I was like, here, turn in the uniforms, tell her that it's from Jet.
Not from that person.
Yeah,
whose name you just said.
Yeah. And I was thinking that they were going to see my note, because like whenever someone turns in a uniform, you have to check to see if everything's in there, because then you have to deduct it from their paycheck.
Right.
But they didn't see the note because I got my schedule on Sunday and I was supposed to close on Monday. And like whenever you close, like that's just like.
So basically, you quit. They didn't realize you quit.
Yeah, and then on Monday came and
I
realized no. I was waiting for a text like that. Oh, why aren't you coming in? Like all day, my time in supposed to be at 3. My plane to go to New York, because I had bought it. I was like, fuck it, I quit. I got a plane to New York to where my agent was at, because like he had a client there. I thought it was a shoot, but it was a client, and that's why he's not my agent anymore.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but I like 2:30 I sent her an email, and my shift's at 3, and I was like, hey, I'm not gonna be there by the time you get this.
I'm gonna go suck a dick.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in New York. I hope you guys have a good life. And that was it. And that's how I started my journey.
And then you started porn.
Full time.
How much were you making a week at that job, roughly? The old one.
I know.
Because I'm just like, you're making like $4,000 or whatever for doing 2 shoots, compared to like.
Well, I was making $13.50 whenever I quit.
Right.
So I don't know how much, and I was working 40 plus hours a week.
Yeah.
So. And
now you're looking at like an average shoot. You're on set for probably like 6 hours. That's including makeup. 6 hours. You're on set, and I know what you're taking home. Yeah, your hourly rate is significantly higher, and it's probably a lot more fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I love my job, actually. I love it so much that like I have problems in like my personal life. There was someone that I tried to like talk to, a regular civilian.
As like to date a dude?
And this is recently.
Juicy story. Let's get this going. Let's make sure everyone can hear.
And my deeper scene just came out, and that's like a big scene. So I was like so excited. Like this person, like I just met this person, like he knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
So like I never really talked about it though, because like he was always telling me like what he was doing, and then like he was into stocks and like buying all this merchandise because he owned a business, and I was like so cool, and I was helping him out, but like I never talked about my things and like my accomplishments. So I was like I was so happy with my deeper scene. I was like, look, and I showed him the video
of you getting railed.
Yeah, and he was like,
He wasn't keen on it.
Yeah, and then I went home, and he texted me. And I was like, whenever I asked him if I could come over, he's like, I don't think we should see each other. And I was like, what? He was like, I personally feel disgusted. And I was like, what did I do? He was like, I told you not to show me the video. And I was like, but I was so happy about it. Like I never ever get to like talk about my accomplishments, and I'm actually happy about this. But if you have a problem with it, I don't care. Like, you're not for me. Then.
This is why a lot of industry, and this happens a lot with industry girls. We'll get to like the blue check mark stuff.
Okay.
In a minute. But a lot of I see it time and time again, like girls. Because you guys don't have like it's super easy for you to find a boyfriend, right? Cute girl.
No, it's not.
No. Listen, hear me out.
It's not.
Cute, like trust me. If look, you have thousands of thirsty men lining up in your DMs. I've seen them already. Yeah. Thousands. So if you wanted to, you could make any of them your boyfriend in a heartbeat, but you don't want to.
Yeah.
Because you don't want those men.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a difference. But what happens with a lot of porn girls, I see they'll get into a relationship with a dude who's pretty, like, that guy sounded like he was pretty high value, you know, like trading stocks or whatever. Like, he sounds like he's a guy who's got his shit together.
Yeah.
But sooner or later, the dude, like, the allure and the fantasy of, like, oh, I'm dating a porn chick, it kind of wears off.
Yeah. Just
like the honeymoon period kind of wears off in any relationship.
Yeah.
And then they're faced with the fact that, oh, my girlfriend fucks other dudes for a living.
But then, like, if you, like, I don't know, because, like, yeah, we're getting fucked, but, like, whenever, I don't think about that whenever we're working. Like, whenever I go to work, I think about, like, the angles, lighting, what the audience likes, like my moans, like if I'm too loud or not, or if I'm too quiet. Like, I don't think about the fucking. Yeah. You know.
You're thinking about the job at hand.
Mm-hmm, the job, exactly.
But that doesn't change the fact that another man's penis is in your mouth, which is what is on his mind.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's what they need to get over. Look, she's like knocked out.
She is fucking out cold. She's just like, just let me sleep, Mum. Just let me go back in the purse. The purse is comfortable. She's just, yeah.
Oh, shit.
There goes you in the purse. Good thing there's no dog in that one. Now you can relax, darling. Go back to sleep. Okay, go back to sleep.
Yeah.
And matching handbag.
Matching purse.
Matching purse with the handbag. I mean,
wallet.
Wallet. What? So before, were you like? Before you got into porn, were you kind of like sexually adventurous, sexually devious, or were you more tame? That looks like a yes.
You know, I never really went experience with like guys my age.
So you were always dating older dudes?
No, I wasn't dating older dudes. Like, I always used to like whenever my flirtatious side would come out, because like, come on, I used to work at Chick-fil-A. Like, really hot guys used to come into there.
I did not know that hot guys came into Chick-fil-A. That's not something I'm aware of. Okay, like you said that like it's an obvious fact. But you say that like everyone knows. Oh, could be like hot dudes hang around Chick-fil-A. Everyone knows this, Stirling. No, Kylie, not everyone knows this.
Well, I used to like whenever the guys dressed up like in their business casual outfits with the pantsuits and stuff. Huh. Oh my god, those are the guys where I would literally think of like bad stuff. But like my boyfriends and stuff. Yeah, like my boyfriends and stuff, like I wouldn't think about like, I don't know, you know, like it was just, oh, my boyfriend, because like it was just my boyfriend. I had to have a boyfriend. You had to. Because if I like dated an older person, like people would. You think they would judge you if you dated an older dude? Yeah, I mean, age? I had like a little like sugar daddy, but he wasn't a sugar daddy because he never gave me money. So he was just a daddy? Companion. He was a. He was a salad daddy. He didn't give you any sweet. No. Well, I mean, he would give it to me when I asked him, but like, I never really like to ask for money. I like to get it myself. So it was just a companion. You know, I like to be with the person, like actually, not because of the money. Did you like? When I turned 18, yes. Okay, so there was that going on. Yes, when I turned 18. For 2 years, though. We were together for 2 years. Huh, so he was scouting you out, waiting for... No, I scouted him. Huh. In the line at Chick-fil-A? Is that what you scouted him? And he bought me a cheesecake. I was at Kiss. He bought a cheesecake for $20, and Jesus I was like, can I get a cheesecake too? And he bought me the cheesecake. And I was like, now I have to give you back the money. And then I used to work inside the mall, and... I went to go give him back the money, but he didn't want the money, and I was like, "What can I do for you?" And been ever since
And
we were
then,
texting every single day.
and then bang. But he was an
We
older.
didn't bang.
I mean, I didn't mean you then bang. I mean,
Yeah.
it just happened.
Yeah.
But he was like in his 30s-ish.
No.
Older. 40s.
He was like, I think he was 48, 49 when we started talking.
And you were 16
yeah.
at the time. See, I'm actually of the opinion that the best relationships are like an 18, 19-year-old chick with like a 40-year-old dude.
Yeah. Like
And especially as I'm getting older, I am going to vehemently. It's a hill I'm going to die. I'm willing to die on that hill.
My mentality is like very mature.
You do come across as very mature. And I even said this to you. I said, like, when you told me the other night how old you were, and I'd worked with you twice.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how. I assumed you were like 25.
Yeah, no.
But you're actually 19. I was like, oh, shit. Okay. Which kind of makes sense, which is kind of probably why you were attracting more mature gentlemen.
Yeah.
I mean, not the only reason why you're attracting more mature gentlemen.
I don't know. I just like that, though. I don't know. And I also like the secrecy and like the being like...
You like the fact that it was behind closed doors and no one knew about it.
Yes. And the worst part was... This person had a whole family.
Oh, so you were like the mistress. Cheeky bitch. Look at you, Kylie. Home wrecker. Oh, get out of my house. You home wrecker. Ruining lives.
Hey, they're still together and she has no idea about me.
Woo-wee. There you go. I want to.
He used to bring me coffee to my school.
I want to shake this man's hand. He is what a fucking lad. Doing a good job.
Yeah, he used to bring me coffee to my school and hide it behind my tire of my car.
Wow.
Because
that is risky though. I'm gonna say this for that dude.
Yeah,
like,
very.
Jesus Christ, that is super risky.
We used to like be on the mall parking lot. Like we would just hang out and chill in there.
Make out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You give him a little Invisalign action. Hey.
Yes.
Haha, yes. So you could have. Here's why I said it's incredibly dangerous. You literally could have sent that man to jail if you wanted to.
Yeah,
you could have sent him to jail. Did you ever think? I mean, I'm not saying you wanted to send him to jail, but did you ever think in your head at that time, man, I could send this guy to jail if I wanted to?
I never thought.
It never crossed your mind?
It never crossed my mind. It
Good.
never even crossed my mind that like. It never even hit me like what would happen if she would find out. Like,
so none of these ramifications.
No, like
none of the consequences.
We were so good at it. We don't know how. We don't know. Like, we never thought about the consequences. Actually,
right.
I always thought though, like one of his kids. I thought one of his kids knew, but I don't know.
Right. Right. I reckon I like this Blackbird. I reckon Sterling, you'll want to talk, but. Okay, I admit pot calling the kettle black here a little bit, but when I was wrecking homes, they knew it. I don't know if I've told you this. I used to be an escort back in Australia, and I used to get paid to do like the whole live cuckolding thing.
Nice.
So technically, you could call that a home wrecking situation, but they both knew about it because the guy is the one paying for it.
Yeah.
In this situation, the mistress Kylie did not tell the wife.
No.
What the fuck was going on? I'm glad that came up. That's juicy.
And one time I pulled up almost to his house.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You really weren't thinking about the consequences of your actions.
No, because I liked the adrenaline. Like, the adrenaline it gave me, it, like, just made my clit, like...
tingle?
Yes! I can tingle it right now. Just feeling tingly right
just
now.
Just remembering it, yeah. See, there's a lesson here, guys. I hope you're paying attention to this.
But, like, that includes teachers, too.
So teachers do it for you?
What? Do it.
What do you mean?
Teachers are my thing, but like I never did anything with a teacher.
With a teacher, yeah.
I do want to though. Like,
but you want to do a teacher scene.
I do want to do a teacher scene.
Yeah, you should do that for your 1 year anniversary. You should try and arrange that sort of thing.
I probably should, but my Halloween video, which is actually I posted my BTS tonight. My Halloween video is coming out on Halloween and is based on a teacher, but it's a solo video. But like my voiceover is like. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna drop this off, and the teacher's like, oh, you can just drop it off on the desk like with the other students, but I have to go, I have kids, I have to go trick-or-treating with them. I'm like, okay, yeah. And then I walk into the shot, and then like because I'm in there alone, I do my thing.
You masturbate.
Yeah.
You You don't have to say do your thing. You can say masturbate.
I masturbate.
Everyone knows what you're talking about. I don't know why we sugarcoat it like that. I do my thing. Like there's some allure. What, you make a cake or something? No, you're masturbating. We know exactly what you're getting up to. Yeah, you're taking notes. Good job. I haven't, again, this happens when I interview people on the show. I get distracted and I don't really pay much attention to the chat. Where we're at.
Always just giggly. I'm always just giggly.
You are always just, are you high right now? Have you had a little bit?
Well, maybe before I left, but it's gone now.
Yeah, you are always you are this giggly. She is just, this is like, this is what Kylie's the kind of porn chick I really like hanging around because you're pleasant. You're very pleasant to be around.
Thank you.
You just bring great energy. You're giggly. You're fun. It's no drama. I don't know. You've worked with a few girls at this point.
Yeah.
You've done a few girl things. Do you find that some girls can be a bit diva-ish in this industry?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. I mean, luckily I haven't really worked with one that I could say it's like a diva, maybe like one person, but she was still very cool.
Right.
I did meet one girl though. I didn't work with her. Like I was coming in when she was leaving, and I could tell like she could be a diva-ish.
She could be
she could be very diva-ish.
For want of not, okay, we could call that.
But
because as a guy, we have to deal with that a lot. Like, then that's like working with girls like you or like Casey or like Blake Blossom, who I had on the show before. It's like, oh, great, this is an easy day.
Yeah,
this is an easy day. It's like just pleasant for everyone involved. We're laughing with the camera crew.
Yeah, I love laughing. Like I love interacting with the camera crew, especially like the PAs and like the mic guys, because like nobody really gives them any recognition. Yeah. But they actually like do a lot for the fucking they do a lot for us.
Absolutely.
So it's like very good to like the other day for my scene with Penthouse, there's like a lunch we had lunch break and I was like, ooh, like lunch, like we don't ever get like time for just lunch. So someone was sitting outside and I was like, I want to sit outside, and then like everyone from the camera crew was like coming and sitting with the table, and I was just like talking. We're all just talking about our animals, and I was like, this is so fun. Yeah, I love it.
It's a nice, pleasant environment to be in.
Yeah.
Let's segue a bit. Let's talk about some of the stuff we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
So I asked you before we went live, do you ever have dudes? Do you ever have blue checkmark celebrities sliding up in your DMs? And you had an immediate yes response.
Yeah.
And as we're literally looking at our Instagram right now. Like within the first scroll, there was like 3 blue check marks.
Hold on, let me go to
in the very beginning. Yeah, here we go. So this is like, but you, I'll get to this bit next.
Okay.
But you do have conversations with a few blue checkmark celebrities floating up in there. There was a few comedians in there, a few rappers.
A rapper, one football player that I don't really.
But you don't even know.
No, the football player, like I just like totally said like no because he wanted to like do stuff with me, and I was like, I'm just trying to find friends, like. You know, like you could be my friend.
You're trying to find friends, eh?
Yeah, I told him, I was like, I'm a porn star. It's not really like my hobby though. Like whenever I'm not working, I don't go out fucking random guys. Like that's not what I do. That's what I told him. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he tried to like hit me up and like so we can do stuff again. And I was like, no. Like, no. I don't do that.
But you still responded to him. Because of the blue check mark?
Because of the blue check mark. But he had like 5 pictures.
There's a lesson in that, gentlemen.
Just get a blue check mark, guys.
I'm just. Look, Tiger got stripes, fellas. I'm just telling you. I'm just giving you the tools to you do whatever you want with this information. I'm just here. We're just extracting the information out of Kylie about the real world, so you can then apply that in your life, however you choose to. And you had and you didn't know the rapper you've been chatting to. You didn't know anything about him either.
No.
But you just saw the follow account. You saw the blue check mark. Is that okay? When you go through your DM, right? What? And try to be as objective as you can about this answer. When you saw, is it a case of like you sort of look at all the message requests, or you just saw a blue check mark, so you checked that one?
No, I look at all of them, and I also look at how many like followers that they have.
So you look at the message and then you look at the followers.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily click on them. Like I'll look at them like as I'm scrolling. But definitely a blue check mark guy. I'll read the message.
All right, there we go. surprise.
Yeah.
Not really. Yeah, so you got a few of these guys slide up into DMs and trying to get a bit of Kylie's action.
Mm-hmm. They want a little bit of Kylie.
Try to get a little bit of Kylie. Let's go back to the oh, your dog's on you.
It's my old doggy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so here we go. So we've got like when we scrolled through these DMs before, there was a couple of really juicy ones in here. So I'll try and find them again because we're at the top again. Oh, I like this one. This is a new one. 21 minutes ago.
This is a group chat.
Oh, it's a group chat. Are you in that group chat?
I don't talk back.
Oh, you just get. This happens to me too. I get people just randomly add me to a group chat on Instagram, and it's fucking weird. But this dude's like, "Damn, bro, something about being a fart sniffer." Oh, his name is Fart Sniffer. Okay, well that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Jesus Christ. Hello, honey. Can I ask you something? I love you. In Spanish. There was a few business proposals in here where we were like, hey, message me for promo. Can I get you got OnlyFans up? And a bunch of dudes, can I give you $1,000 with no other details?
Pictures and stuff.
But he's not even asking for anything else. He's just saying, you should just say, yes, here's my WhatsApp. I mean, here's my PayPal. Like, just give me $1,000. Fine.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. What's this one? I'm a huge fan. Oh, Jesus. He's giving you all his life story. That's terrible.
I'm pretty horrible right now, learning my ex-fiance cheated on me.
Oh, boy.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to make my revenge my success, perhaps in the industry again. Any tips or advice to a male nowadays?
You're asking the wrong person.
I'm not a male.
Ask a guy who's in the industry for a start. But unfortunately, then we're probably going to not really answer you anyway. It's just because you get this message all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Love your videos. I watch every one of your porn videos. Okay. Just want to tell you how wonderful, beautiful, and sweet and amazing you are. Oh, isn't that so nice?
Thanks.
But he didn't get a reply. He didn't have a blue check mark.
No. Get a blue check mark, guys.
Like it's easy to do.
Right.
Just get I don't know what these guys are complaining about. Just get a blue check mark.
It's so easy.
You haven't got a blue check mark.
No. Whenever I first started, though, there's this guy who I really thought that like he was the one that would put the blue check mark.
Oh, so you talked to him?
Yeah, and I almost gave him money.
Did he say, I can get you a blue check mark? Yeah. There's a few of those in here. There's a few of those guys in here.
Yeah.
Would you fuck a fan?
No.
There's a few girls here asking you for actual advice, which you should probably reply to because they're actually legit profiles. You're hot as fuck. A few love hearts in here. Someone says, please answer me. Oh, no. Hi, how are you? Please answer me. Not going to happen, I'm afraid, sir. Not going to happen. A few live video chat requests. I get that all the time, too.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck... Even if you know somebody... They call me
like in the middle of the night, too, and I'm just like, dude.
Who the fuck video chats on Instagram for a start?
I don't know.
I don't know. And then who the hell does it with someone you don't know? Yeah, neither did I until I saw it. I was like, what? Why random person from the Philippines are you trying to video chat me?
Exactly. I don't know.
I mean, I know exactly why. It's because they're going to sit there with their dick out and they're going to be like doing this one.
Yes.
That's
do you remember Omegle? Where like...
Omegle.
You could like call random people.
Oh, it was like a chat roulette thing?
Yeah. And then like sometimes it'd pop up with a guy like stroking his dick.
It wasn't always a dude stroking his dick?
Yeah.
Well, that was like the default screen with some dudes. And look, everywhere on the internet at any given time in the day, there's always a dude stroking his dick.
Yeah. There definitely is.
That's just impossible to avoid. This person's trying to, like, I'll sell you features on. This is interesting. Hey, selling features on babes. Like as if they run the babes page. You've shot for babes, haven't you?
I was going to when I got the day that I got her, but I was like, I have to get her.
Yeah,
know? Right.
Like, this guy said, "Do you talk to your fans?" On her OnlyFans account, she most certainly does.
OnlyFans, I do.
Do you let people cash app you?
Yeah.
Now that's the one you should probably reply to.
I don't even really look at these.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm looking at them, because they're funny. Because I know there's some gold nuggets in
Yeah.
here. And you girls don't even know them. You don't even see them. But you do find the blue check marks.
Yeah.
You do see the blue check marks.
Because they're usually
That
at the
stands
top.
out. They're always at the top.
top.
They're at the top. This one's interesting. This dude's like, I'll give you $1,000 or more for paid video work. And he's like, how do I contact you? When are you available? And there's another dude here who was like, oh, where do you get tested? Yeah, this guy. Hi, we're looking for models for our site. Yeah, was it this guy? No, there was another one here. He was like, where do you get tested? And it's like, bro, if you don't know where we get tested, then obviously you're not industry.
Yeah.
And obviously you're just some dude looking to get his rocks off with her.
Yeah.
For like
That's why I don't
for
really
a fee,
like,
which is why you don't respond to these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of this sort of stuff. Someone sent you a voice message. Oh, it's a girl. I wonder if she's. Oh.
Press play.
Do you want to play it?
Press play. Wait, I might have to put my volume up.
It sounds like a dude. That sounded like a dude, but it's a chick's profile. So that's a catfish right there. Oh, this is a good one. It's like, hey, I don't want to take up too much of your time, and then proceeds to write like a fucking
big ass
paragraph of text about like detailing his life story. Yes, the irony is not lost. Hi, I'm 22. I'm absolutely crazy about you. This dude knows where you used to work.
Yeah, I know him.
Oh, you actually do know the guy.
Yeah, I know the guy.
Okay, well, that's not creepy at all. You still think people are living a dream life and people are jealous of you? That seems like a hater.
He's a douche.
That guy seems like a hater.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is it's a nice, interesting mixture. Yeah, this is the guy. Yeah. Who do you test with and what is your hourly rate? Yeah. It's like, mate, if you don't know where we get tested, then then it's a dead giveaway that you're not in the industry. We ain't got a fucking clue. So I fucking love. That's my favorite part of doing this show is going through the DMs and seeing like.
I need to start actually though, like responding to some of that.
There were actually a few industry girls in there that were asking you for advice. See, help your sister out.
Yeah.
Give them like a little bit of help. You're like, no, this guy's legit. This guy's not legit. Who? Stop playing with your titties on my stream.
I look like I'm in like a Christmas vibe.
Yeah, we can almost see a nipple.
Yeah.
Don't touch him. Don't touch him. I do not want to get this stream banned.
I'm so sorry.
Please don't touch your nipples. Don't think about that parking outside that old man's house and getting caught, because that's probably going to make him hard as well.
Oh my god!
Shut up.
I know. I actually miss him sometimes.
Was he the one that got away? Him and his wife and kids got away.
He was gonna actually like divorce her and everything.
Of course he was. Of course he was, Kylie. He had you fucking wrapped around his little finger. I'll tell you that right now.
I had him wrapped around my finger.
Oh, you think that's what you think? You think he was gonna leave his wife and kids for you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not here to be the bearer of bad news. Let's just move on.
No, it's okay. I literally like did it so bad. Like I was the one that fucked up. Because if not, we probably still would be talking.
Like it can at least beat off to you. There you go.
He helped me with my first apartment.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Yeah,
that's very nice of him. What I'll get to some if you guys have some questions for Kylie, drop them in the chat now. I'm going to go back through the questions in the chat and we'll try and cover a few of them. If they're a bit rude, I won't obviously mention them. If they're tasteful and if they're in good taste, then I will get to them. But I wanted to ask something that I haven't asked any other girl this on this show yet, because I think it's a fantastic question to ask you guys. So I know what I know roughly how much you guys make pussy, and you're doing all right on your OnlyFans. Mm-hmm. You're doing pretty well.
Yes, I am.
And so I kind of have a rough idea of how much you guys pull in.
It depends on every girl.
It does depend on every girl. But the question I'm going to ask is, what do you spend your money on, Kylie?
My outfit. This whole new outfit's new. My purse. My doggy. I buy everything for her.
Of course
I have a matching purse.
She's still asleep.
I try and tend to get things that some assets. Like I got my MacBook.
How much do you spend on lingerie? do you think?
Probably about like
Be honest.
like $150.
Bullshit.
I don't know. I don't really get like a lot of lingerie. I need to. I just now started buying clothes because I'm just now like getting settled. You know,
So prior to this, you were just
zero.
So prior to this, you were just using like regular girl panties.
I was just using well the panties I had like that I had since like high school. Like I'm just now getting clothes.
Now you're getting your own.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to other girls who were spending like $3,000 a month on fucking lingerie sets.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to get on that.
But they were buying like Honey Birdette stuff.
But like right now, it's what was fucking me up is my car.
You have a very expensive car.
I have a very expensive car, and I don't know. I don't like my car anymore.
Why?
Because it's very expensive, and like the maintenance is just ass. I just got it fixed the other day. I got it fixed like in July. And then I had to get the spark plugs changed again. And then the same problem that I had to fix for my car in July is happening right now. That's why it's in the shop right now. Boy. Yeah. So, there's a fucking scratch on the side of it now because I scratched it. Like my car is going through a lot and I just want to change it out for a new one. Like just give me like my old Toyota Camry back.
They're reliable, man. Mm-hmm. Toyota Camry is
yes, I need a reliable car. That's what I mean.
Fucking reliable. There was at least a question up here. Here's a good one. This is the first one I saw. Adam said, what's the greatest advantage and disadvantage of being an adult performer? Is there like a seniority level based on years of performance pertaining to shifts or preference? No, there's no like we get booked by the way that we get booked, it's like basically by fan demand more than anything else. And for newer, if a girl is new, then they'll definitely get booked because fans always want sort of new faces. Yeah, it's always a demand. And then once you start becoming popular with the fans, then more studios want a piece of your action. Hence why Kylie's work is picking quite a bit.
Yes, I think my work is pretty. Like I would look at when I first started the industry, I didn't really like look at my videos, but it was because I just wasn't happy with like how I looked. Like I just wasn't happy with myself. But like now that like I go to the gym and stuff, I watch my videos and I act way better.
You're a better actor. It just takes
I'm a better actor now. It takes when I first started it, I was like, what is that? Like what the fuck?
Because there's a lot more acting involved in this than people realize.
Like you literally have to act
and remember lines.
Yeah, and then if you like say one line in one cut, like you have to remember, like try and remember the same thing. We did pretty good in our Love Her Fee scene.
Yeah, that was good.
That was like consistent, like all 3 times.
Yeah. I'm always consistent with because I know that I've been doing it for a while. I know. I got to say the exact same fucking thing every take, every angle, every camera angle. Yeah, so we get and you get better at it with just repetition.
Yeah.
So that's pretty common. Like you'll see girls who are, if I get cast with a girl who's been in the industry like 3 and it's a dialogue scene, I'm like, oh boy,
yeah,
this could be this is gonna be an unconvincing.
Like how long are we gonna be?
It's not even that. It's just like I can tell immediately the acting is not convincing.
Oh
so I'm like, all right, this is just. Fast forward is what I'm thinking in my head. If anyone's watching this, fast forward and just get to the sex part because that'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what people would do anyways.
Most of the time, yeah. Except with Pure Taboo. Pure Taboo, they watch all of it.
Let me tell you, I was just about to say that. I was watching a video the other day, and it was with Derek Pierce, another guy, and like 2 girls. So good. From the beginning to the end, I watched it.
But it was a Pure Taboo scene?
It was Pure Taboo.
Creepy as fuck?
Creepy, so good. Like, the acting was great from all parts.
Yeah.
Like, it was awesome.
Derek's a good actor. He's a good performer. Good guy. I should have him on the show.
Yeah.
Anna asks, do your family know what you do for a living at this point?
Yeah, everyone knows what I'm doing. All my whole family. I peeped the other day on Facebook though. My cousin, he like posted something on on Facebook now. Like you can post like feeling this type of way, and then it like tells you why. So like it said feeling disappointed,
right?
And like he had 3 emojis. It was like a boom, and it was a rocket, and it was like a moon. Like, I don't know if it was like,
about you?
Yeah, because I'm Kylie Rocket. But other than that, like my dad, my mom, all my sisters know. My older sister, we actually talk on the phone every single day now. Like ever since I told her about this, she like calls me on the FaceTime every
She's
single
curious
day.
about it, isn't she?
Yeah, she loves what I do. She's actually coming next week. I was like, excited.
Oh, she's coming to visit you. Oh, that's nice. She hot?
Yeah, she got a boyfriend.
I don't care. I don't care. They got a boy.
I think she's pretty hot.
Oh, you said she was your twin sister? Oh, your older sister?
No, I have an older sister. I have 2 older sisters and a twin sister.
There you go.
So there's 4 girls.
Get that wop off my live stream. This is. I'm going to ask something similar to this. Have you ever been flown around the world yet? Have you?
I used to when I was little. I've gone to Venezuela. I've gone to Alaska.
Huh.
I've gone to
Mexico.
Mexico.
I love it when I ask Americans, "Have you flown around the world?" and they'll say another state within America.
Yeah, yeah. No, I've gone to other places.
Yeah, but you have been to a couple other countries.
Yeah.
But have you since you started doing this stuff? Have you ever had someone slide up in your DMs offer to fly you out to Dubai or somewhere like that? You've been offered the Dubai porta potty? Yeah,
I actually went to, when I first started, there was like, it was honestly, I considered it a whore party.
A whore party?
Yeah, so it was like 6 guys and like 6 girls.
Yeah.
I think it was 8 and 8 actually. And it was with the agency that I first had gone with.
Right.
And he was like, oh, we're going to have a party, like a sugar daddy party. And honestly, I was like, okay, cool. Like, I like older guys. Like, fine.
Yeah.
So it was 8 girls, 8 guys. We all, like the first night, we had to like, they all sat down and we had to give them a lap dance for one song, each girl. And then like, as we go, we have to like be naked. So by the time we're the last guy, like we're naked. Yeah. I planned it out to where like the hostess. I wanted to be with the hostess because he was like hot. So I planned it out.
So you positioned yourself so you'd end up on him last?
Yeah, and that's exactly what I did. And I was the last one, and the last girl, like, because there was more, something happened with one of the girls, like she was getting sick. So there was more guys and more girls. So I was the last one to dance on him. So everyone was looking at me, and I just went, ham. I went ham, let me tell you. But that party, all the guys like took us to the casinos. I just spit. They, it was in San Francisco, so we just had a lot of fun. Huh.
Were these guys like in the tech industry? Do you think?
I don't know. They're probably the tech. Probably one of them is probably.
You didn't ask.
No, I didn't, and I didn't want to. I knew one of the guys though. He used to work. He used to be in a television show.
Don't dox him, because I don't want to get this fucking taken down.
Yeah, he used to be in a television show.
Huh.
A Spanish
one.
So
like a celeb, like an actor.
Yeah.
Or like a game show.
No, it was like a live reality show.
A reality show. Huh. And he was one of your sugar daddies at your sugar daddy party.
He was the birthday boy.
Juicy stuff, Kylie. I like this. Man. I'm going to tell you, remind me to, when we close the screen, remind me to tell you a story that one of the other girls in this told me about.
Okay.
Yeah, I cannot mention it live.
Okay.
But you'll find it very entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've had that kind of stuff. Have you been offered flights internationally by people in your DMs? Like blue check mark people, like, hey, I'll fly you out to Europe. Hey, I'll fly you out to Dubai. Hey, I'll fly you out to. No, that hasn't happened. Yeah. Have you heard of the Dubai porta potty? You don't. If anyone ever offers you that, don't take it.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'll tell you what that is after. Okay. So don't take it. I'll tell you right now. Do not take that. Oh, Davina says this is a literal porn hound. Yes, she's literally a porn hound. This little poochie right here.
Yeah, I wish I could take her to work, but I can't.
Yeah, but she barks and stuff, right?
Yeah, she doesn't stay good like this. I don't know.
Yeah, she's chilling right now. Yeah, because you're basically touching her. Let me get to. That's kind of not really relevant. Like this doesn't really happen. You can read it, right? This one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's really relevant to either of us.
I don't think so either.
That hasn't happened to me. Yes, you are giggly. We've got to that point. We asked that question. Welcome from Melbourne. Good to see you guys again.
I went to Melbourne. Oh my God,
really?
That's such a good place. It's in Florida, right? It's in Melbourne, Florida.
No, he's talking about Melbourne, Australia.
Oh.
The world is bigger than America, Kylie.
There's this place in Melbourne, in Florida, called Melbourne, and it's like a place where if you want to retire,
that's where you go.
That's where you go. Like the water is so calm. There's nice people there.
But I mean, yeah, Melbourne right now is under lockdown. Well, actually, they just loosened the restrictions. I think a good question. This girl's nice. This is nice. Thank you. That's good. That's a good start. How realistic / natural are moans in porn? And if a girl goes from a guy with a large thingy to a small thingy, how noticeable is it? Also, you bought my book. Thank you very much.
You have a book?
I do have a book. Yeah. And a lot of these people on this chat have bought my book. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes. It's an ebook. It's not like a physical book.
Oh, cool. So that's good.
Yes. Yeah. So, what do you think about that? How realistic / natural are your moans, Kylie?
My moans are not real. Sometimes they're real. Like I in my real life, I don't really like to moan. I like to like grunt,
Grunt.
You know, like
that. That's it.
Yeah, like I don't really like to go like, I don't really like that. So in my scenes, like, yeah, they're kind of fake. I'm sorry to disappoint.
There you go. We can, as guys, we can like as male performers, we can absolutely tell when the girl is like putting it on. And here's how we can tell, because we do the sex stills first.
Yeah.
Right. We do the sex stills,
and we're just like, chill.
Yeah. So like the girl, like some girls aren't though. Some girls are like, like eyes roll in the back of the head. They're like fucking into it. Like at the moment you put your dick in, you're like, okay, this girl's actually into this shit. So if the moans during the sex stills are the same moans I'm getting during the video, then I know she's not putting it on. It's pretty simple.
That's simple. Yeah.
That's simple.
That's so smart.
But if I go from like stills and she's barely making a noise to like the video's rolling and she's like, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is pretty obvious that she's putting this on. You know. And you can also tell if she's actually reacting to something you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, like if you like go like full tilt, like down to the balls, and you get a reaction from her. Okay, that's probably more realistic.
That's a real whatever.
That's a real one.
But like whenever you guys do that though, like those are real ones.
Yeah, those are real ones.
Like
punch you in the cervix.
Yeah.
That following up on the second part of his question. Do you notice it going from like a big penis to a small penis, like from day to day?
I think you could tell. I mean, I could tell.
I don't know. No, I'm asking you. Can you tell? Like, as in, do you? Is it noticeable from day to day?
It depends. Like, he could be getting soft, and then like you just have to know how to get him hard again to like get him hard. But I
think he's asking more about like the size of the dude's dick in general.
Oh, yeah. Like from hard to soft?
No, from like a big dude to an average dude. Like from a 12-inch dude to like a 7-inch dude.
So what is he trying to say? Like, is it?
He's like, do you notice the difference? Like from day to day.
Oh, well, I can tell with. I guess I'm considered a size queen.
Are you? Are you really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that about you.
Because I don't really like. It doesn't really like hurt me. Like any dicks don't hurt me.
Well, there you go. That's a good kind of explanation, right?
Yeah.
Danny says to-do list, get a blue check mark. Correct.
Get a blue check.
Correct, Danny. Yes. These questions, are you comfortable asking these kind of questions?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. Body count.
Body count.
Do you have any idea how many dudes you've slept with in your life, not just porn?
I think it's like 50, like 50 something.
50 something. That
not in porn is probably like 6 or 7.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, but you've only had sex with the same 6 or 7 dudes? No, you've definitely had sex with more than 7 dudes.
Not in porn, but like non-porn.
Oh, non-porn.
Non-porn.
Oh, so civilians.
Civilians.
Okay.
Like 6 or 7.
Okay, this is making sense. Yes. Yeah. So porn dudes. Yeah, you're probably looking at like 40.
Like, yeah, around there, like 40 or 50.
Which makes sense because that's basically the male talent pool in America.
Yeah.
So that's like, and that's something very interesting. Like dudes.
And there's still guys that I meet every day new to this day.
Yeah. I mean, but consistently working male talent is like in LA is like
30
is
or
like
40.
30 dudes.
Yeah.
You know,
and Miami's even smaller.
Oh, it's tiny in Miami, and then
small.
Vegas has
like
got
10.
Vegas has got like probably 20 ish consistently working dudes. I'd say. So you sort of like. That's the thing. A lot of dudes think like, oh, she's in porn. She shot. If she shot like
100 scenes,
yeah,
100 guys,
it must be 100 dudes. It's not the
like
case.
30 or 40 guys.
Yeah, and that's and even as you can, even by the time you've shot 200, 300 scenes, it's still only going to be like 50 dudes.
Yeah,
because it's the same 50 dudes again and again and again. So like and I say this all the time, like Instagram models, right? Instagram celebrities, especially out here in LA. They'll have fucked more dudes than you will have, because you'll get girls who'll go to they'll go to a fucking hotel room and get a train run on them by like an NBA team just for the Instagram clip. There's a whole show on YouTube called I think it's called No Jumper, and these girls talk about like getting trains run on them by NBA teams and stuff.
Holy shit,
it's pretty funny. But I know girls in porn who won't do that for cash, you know. But these girls are doing it. These girls are just doing it for the clout.
Yeah,
you know, they're like sucking.
They do anything for clout.
Anything
for clout.
So there you go. So in your private life, it's only like the notch count outside of porn is basically like 7 to 10 dudes. Like something relatively tame.
Yeah.
So if you hadn't been in porn, you might have been a dainty housewife.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I definitely do want to be a housewife.
You want to have kids at some point?
I want to have kids.
You seem like you've got a maternal instinct with this little puppy dog.
Yeah, I do. No, I literally noticed. Hold on, I need to make sure.
Stop waking her up.
I need to make sure not squishing her, or she's like breathing.
Oh, she's fine. She's just sitting there like.
Okay.
You're just chilling out. She's like, why do you keep waking me up, Mum? Like,
she has to wake up, or then she won't sleep at night.
I suppose. Dogs sleep no matter what. Like, dogs, you ain't got a problem with dogs.
But like whenever I first got her, I saw her like walking around like sniffing, and I was like, oh, she's gonna shit. She's gonna shit. I know she's gonna shit. And she did it.
She didn't shit here though.
No.
Not in this house. Yeah, it's an interesting question. What kinds of men in real life, and you kind of touched on this already, turn you on or you're attracted to? Older dudes, and you see, it sounds like your type is like the businessman.
Yes, an older businessman or teacher. Please be a teacher.
What do they have to be a high school teacher or a university professor?
They could be a high school, but I prefer probably a university one, just so it could be like less trouble. But it would be so hot if like a teacher was dating a porn star. This is your fantasy. Yes. There you go. Because I would love to like come into his classroom sometimes. Like suck him under the desk. While he's trying to teach a class, you sneak into the classroom beforehand. Yeah. You hide under the desk. Oh my gosh, I need to do that. I've just given you a porn script idea. Yes. You're welcome. Yes, thank you. Thank you for reminding me, Danny. Yeah, what are 5 things I'm grateful for today? I said a while ago, I have to start being more grateful for things. Well, I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful I've got food in that fridge. I'm grateful that I have the company of a very beautiful woman right now. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for this adorable goddamn puppy right here as well. Extremely grateful for this adorable puppy. And I'm grateful for my friends overseas, one of whom I had a very, very good chat with this morning. So thank you very much for reminding me, Danny. That is what I'm grateful for. What are you grateful for, Kylie? I'm grateful for my dog, and I'm grateful for, my house, my little apartment studio that I have. I'm grateful for all the choices that I've made in my life, because without them, I wouldn't be here. Grateful for my car. Even though I hate it, it's a love-hate. It's a love-hate relationship. And I'm grateful for OnlyFans. Huh.
Oh boy. Adam's asking a couple of interesting questions here. Do you put more effort when you're working with a top tier male performer? Because typically the top tier dudes are performing for the top tier companies as well. So like deeper brazzers. I definitely do try and put more effort, but I definitely put the same effort in most of my scenes, but like definitely the bigger ones, like it tends to be more for like if it's the company that's the big deal. Yeah, it's the company. I don't really care about. Yeah, it's just sex. Just sex for Kylie. We're all just pieces of meat to her.
Literally.
She doesn't care. Doesn't care at all.
I just care about the performance I give you guys.
Do you know what the term simp means?
Simp.
Yeah. Have you heard that term?
I've heard it, but I don't really understand it.
You don't understand it?
No.
Huh. So it stands for sucker idolizing mediocre pussy. SIMP is what it kind of means. Is what it stands for. But that sounds mean, but it's not actually something. It's a derogatory term for dudes throwing at other dudes. It's not actually mean. It doesn't really reflect anything on you.
Yeah.
But it basically means like some guy who's pedestalizing a chick.
Like idolizing, like
yeah,
like they're like obsessive over him.
Yeah.
It's like a sugar daddy.
Not really, because the sugar it'd be someone.
Pimp.
No. A pimp is the opposite of a simp. A pimp is the complete opposite of a simp. And a sugar daddy at least is getting something for his sugar.
Yeah.
Right. A simp is the other way around. Is like giving you his all and you're giving him nothing in return.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a good question, Tobias. Would you see a guy again? Let's say, would you see a guy again if he came too quickly the first time he had sex with you? Now let's give some context here. If it was your ideal like older gentleman who's a professor, who's a teacher, right? And you're like, this guy is so fucking hot. He's my fantasy, blah blah blah. But he pops in like 10 seconds the first time he sticks it in.
I would think it is a compliment, though.
Would you see him again?
I would. Yes. Mm-hmm. I don't really care. Like, yeah, the sex is like good and stuff. Maybe he like, but I know how to make myself come. Like you came cool. I know how to make myself come. I definitely still want to see you. I used to date a guy my very first boyfriend actually in high school. When I lost my virginity to him, he was a fast nutter. There was one time he like nutted in like 1 minute, and I made joke about it. I made fun of him the whole time. I was like, okay, all right, all you need is 1 minute. Okay, then all you need is like we would just have like our inside joke about it. But I mean, I don't really think it matters if he nuts fast, and I'll take it as a compliment, and then yeah, I'll see him.
Yeah, I think there was a. Yeah, Dan the man says, love you, Kylie. Been honored to support you since day one.
Thank you. I feel like I know Dan the man.
Yeah, there you go. Get a fan of the chat.
Yeah.
Excellent. Where do we get to? Plans a career. Yeah, do you have any like plans for like after adult?
I do. I am looking into going to go to school to be a realtor.
Huh. You want to sell houses?
I want to buy houses, sell them, flip them,
right.
Just do a bunch of stuff with the houses.
So I hope you're putting away some porn cash then.
Yeah, I am.
Good.
I definitely am.
Good, because there's a lot of girls who fucking don't. A lot of girls.
I literally do. I do, and I do. Like I put money aside for the taxes, and I put money aside for whatever my investments, and then I put money aside for like just to fucking spend.
You'd be shocked how many girls do not put money aside for taxes.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of girls who are not paying the taxes. It fucked me
over last year, so I was like, I have to.
Yeah, you got to be smart about this shit. Dan Ham, we'll probably end this one. Have you joined the Mile High Club?
No, what's that?
It's when you have sex on an airplane.
No.
You haven't?
I want that.
You want that?
I want to do that.
Well, there you go, Dan. You just gave her an idea to join the Mile. So next time you fly to Vegas, I'll get flown to Vegas or flown back to Miami.
Okay.
See if this happened. I know there's been instances, especially the flight from LA to Vegas, when there's been a couple of multiple performers on the plane at the same time.
Really?
They've gone into the bathroom and filmed content.
Really?
Yeah, but you cannot get caught doing that because that's like I think that technically classifies as a federal crime if you get caught.
But you're just having sex on the plane.
Yeah, but it's indecent exposure.
Have you seen snakes on the plane?
I have not, but I've just seen the memes for snakes on a plane. I find that quite I love Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. We'll make this on the last question. Dante, how long does the guy have to warm you up before you actually have sex in terms of I mean, it doesn't really matter whether it's private life or whether it's on camera. But you don't really need that much warming up. from what I've seen.
Me?
Yeah,
Me, I feel like I'm always wet.
you're just ready to go.
Well, I just have like, the vibes just like you just have to, I don't know. I don't think there's like warming up.
Yeah.
I'm just always ready.
You're just ready to go. And that's why you're in this industry. We'll end it with that, guys. Thank you very much for coming on the show, Kylie.
Thank you.
This has been a hell of a lot of fun.
Yes.
Where can people find you? What's your Instagram? What's your Twitter? Tell them if it's safe for work or not safe for work.
Okay, so you can go on my Instagram. You can go during your work laptop at Kylie.rocket. That is my Instagram. My Twitter is not work friendly at all. It is at Rocket Kylie.
And there's nudes.
And there's lots of nudes. It's mainly like my retweets of like the scenes that come out.
So there's dick as well.
Yeah, there's dick and pussy. And my website is KylieAF.com. I sell boy girl videos, girl videos, solos,
All that stuff.
customs, all of that. And then my BTS of all of that stuff goes on my OnlyFans, which is onlyfans.com/Rocket Kylie. So it's the same as my Twitter.
There you go.
Yes.
Excellent. And we'll say goodbye to the lovely.
Yeah, goodbye, Zola.
She's gonna have a good nap.
Wait.
Get her in focus. There she is. That's fantastic. All right. Let's play some music. Let's get us out of here. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. What do I have tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow I have another lovely porn star. I have Zoe Sparks joining me tomorrow. So make sure you join the chat tomorrow as well. All right.
Bye.
Where am I at? Boom.